So here's what I'm just finishing up at the moment. It's a Marionette, wooden carved, full wood body. Everything's wood with the exception of his shoelaces here. The top of his shoelaces I've just used a bit of cord in those, but everything else is wood. And he's at the moment set up with a rod through the top of the head, but I have got a plug that I can put in there, so I can convert it to a fully strung marionette if I want to. Now, obviously with fully carved puppets where you're carving the clothing in as well, that can restrict movement of them. It can have obviously some effects on there. So hopefully I've got around that on this one. He's got a joint at the ankles here, so got a little bit of movement there. Obviously normal joint at the knees, hip joint, which has got a little bit of rotation as well. So rather than up and down, you've got this slight rotation outwards. But we have got this joint in the centre of the body as well, which is obviously normally you don't get in the when you're carving clothing in that. It's quite difficult to put a joint in that actually is aesthetically pleasing as well, and I think I've managed it with this one. So he's got a joint here where he can actually rotate around, the centre body can rotate around very slightly, and it can also compress in as well, so you get that sort of forwards and backwards, so you get that movement there. So that just gives him a little bit of extra possibilities there. There's two joints at the neck, so the neck is a separate piece. You've got a joint top and bottom there. I've also incorporated in here, because of his t-shirt that he's got, so I've been able to put the upper arm, a rotation point in there, a little bit of extra movement in there where the upper arm goes into the t-shirt. So you've got the normal shoulder joint, and then you've got this little bit of extra movement, rotation in there inside the t-shirt. Obviously normal elbow joint, but we've also got flexibility at the wrist and a little bit of rotation there again at the wrist. One extra feature he has got is his eyelids do move. They're not spring loaded on this one. It's worked by two strings, so it's an up and down movement by different strings, because I want to be able to set the position for the project I'm going to use him for. I want to be able to set the expression at different points, so just to add a little bit of more character, I can set him at the position of sort of wide open or squinting with concern or something like that, or disdain. So that's set up like that. So I've got these will go up to the control, and they'll be able to be set in a position, but also moved as well as and when they're needed. So there we go. That's what I've been working on at the moment. This is well, just trying to get this finished amongst doing all the other jobs that I have to do. So hopefully you'll see him fairly soon when I finish the little bit of filming that we're going to do with him.